we are here to show you how to basically upgrade your OS from 97, either 97 or Windows 8.1 or 8 to Windows 10, even 11 that is coming out anytime soon. And it's really simple as basically it depends on the hard drive, if it's failed drive, or you just simply want to upgrade to a bigger, more space. So in this scenario, we do have what's called I went out to a retail store and I got a 2 terabyte, which is a 2.5. The reason I keep saying the word 2.5 is just keep in mind, for those of you who do not understand what I'm talking about, the 2.5 is two sizes. You got the 3.5 and the 2.5. The 2.5 is for a laptop, which is something like this, but the 3.5, which is in this case, it would be for a desktop. That's how you know the difference. But nowadays you could also have the SSD as well as the NVE, the new faster one. Anyway, so the first thing you need to do once you replace the drive, now here's the thing, if your drive has already died and you just simply want to put a new one in, it would be a lot simpler to what I'm about to explain to you. Basically, once you replace the drive, you take out the drive, and you could check out on my channel how to replace the drive. You just pop up the one of the USB, the new OS system, and it would come up automatically. But if you want to just upgrade your OS from a previous already on your computer, what you need to do is you go to your computer and you type in Windows 10 download tool. And once you do that, then you would come up to this point where it says download tool. Okay. And with this thing here, before I want to go, let me see if I can go back up to show you what I need to warn you what you need to do or you should not do. When you come up here, make sure the URL, you see right here, Microsoft. And the reason I say that is, let me go back once you type in. You see what's shown here, Microsoft.com software. You don't want to go any other besides that. Like here, the reason is you do not know what you are clicking on. You don't want to download a virus. You do not want to download from any untrusted website. So I would just go here to be on the safe side. And once you're down here, if you already have your computer up and working, you may want to just update your computer, and then you download the tool. Once you download the tool, see what it says, download tool now? It would come up to a point, this one right there. Let me get closer. And this pop-up message says, what do you want to do? You want to upgrade your PC or you want to create installation disk? See, here's the difference. If your Windows or your computer is up and working, you may want to try just to upgrade the PC now and just follow the procedure, and it may work. But the other thing, or what I'm here for the purpose, is to show you how to create the installation on a USB flash drive and to get your OS up and working, because sometimes it may not work, but it has to be option 2. So once this thing comes up, you may have to have what it's called a flash drive, something like this one. And they do recommend at least 4 gigabyte. I have this one at least 16. So I already popped it into my computer, into one of the USB, or right here, and I already downloaded it. Once it's being downloaded, I believe if it's Google Chrome, it would come down here, lower left corner, and you double click it, and that's where it pops up that message, and you download that tool. If it's let's say Windows Edge, the download tool will be up here somewhere. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Okay, so once it's all downloaded and ready to go, the next thing is you need to do is you put in a flash drive and you turn on your computer. Now the next thing you need to do on your laptop, if it's not a brand new drive, but you need, what you just want to do is simply as just to upgrade your system, you may have to go into the BIOS to change it in order for the computer to see the OS. It's called the BIOS. And the way to do it on each different computer is different, but on this particular one, it is the F10 key. Let me get it closer. Make sure it says F10 key, all right? If you're not sure, just go to the manufacturer and you double check and you know what it is. So we're right here, we're just gonna create the USB installation diskette and we're just gonna go click next and make sure which country and everything else, just follow. Let me get this in closer. And another thing is you wanna make sure if it's a 64 or a 32-bit. Nowadays, they're all 64, but double check with your manufacturer. Now with this option, you see this where it's showing the check mark? This is basically if you are upgrading your pre-existing computer to the new OS. Now, if you, let's say you just want to have the new OS installation without you, let's say for this particular computer, you just deselect this one. Okay, so this one you select it only if you are upgrading your pre-existing computer to the new OS. So keep that in mind. All right, so and then you click next. And now it says USB, say yes. We don't want to do it in ISO. The ISO is basically you want to put on a DVD. Nowadays, everyone, almost 90% everybody has the USB flash. So you're just gonna go click next. And now it's telling you, obviously, it's just saying getting a few things ready. I mean, it's really not a brainer. You just follow a procedure. Don't be afraid to make any mistakes. If you do, just go back and do it again. You really don't make any mistakes in this procedure. Okay, so let me get back to you once this is all done. It's gonna take a while. Okay, so after we changed the boot options in the BIOS on this computer, we inserted the flash drive, which we already copied the file from Microsoft, and you find any input on the side of the computer and you put the flash drive, and once it comes up, you just wait. You come up to this window, so you know now for sure that you are ready and set to go. You just follow what it says here. For instance, if you happen to be living in the US, if the keyboard and so on. In our case, that's what I am. So right now I'm just gonna bring my mouse pointer and click next. And it's asking me for repair or install. I want it to install. I don't want to do any repair. Basically, I want to upgrade my system. And with this thing here, as you can see, it's just gonna follow. You're just gonna follow the steps, the next step from each one, and you just sit and wait. And here, if you already have purchased the key for Microsoft, you type it in. If you don't, you have to do it later on and just follow next. And that's about it. I hope that helps you guys out. And if you have any question, please subscribe, comment, and I'll talk to you guys later. You have a good day. Okay, after you already have put in your Microsoft key you have purchased, the next thing is you follow by, obviously you accept the licensing and you click next. And here we're not doing any upgrade, we're just gonna go into install. And as you can see from our previous computer, or actually it is the same hard drive that we already have here, it's showing a couple of partitions. So the best thing is to do is I usually delete them all, and I have no problem with that. And it just says okay. You want to make sure you are not sure about what you're doing. What I would suggest, I would back up this thing. I back up my hard drive and everything else. But in my case, I already did that and I don't care about all this stuff. I just simply want to have everything new. I mean, someone else may say, I don't want to do it this way, I want to do it differently. Everybody's different, but In my case, I like to really delete everything, even the recovery. I do not need the recovery because it's an older system. I do not need it. I no longer need it. So I'm almost done, and now we're gonna just say 6.6. Okay, let's see, delete. Okay, see how I want to make sure I get all the space out of it. Now again, do not do this thing if you happen to have some files or you're thinking that you want. I wouldn't do that. You may want to consult with someone else. The only reason I'm doing this thing, I do not need anything on this computer other than the new OS. So I'm just simply deleting everything. Remember, if you delete it, you're not going to get anything out. So you click next. And now with this thing, of course, it's going to take a while. So we are basically installing or copying all Windows files, and it'll take a while after that. You just follow the next step. It's going to ask you your name, or basically you want to put in your email and your PIN, the 4 digits and so on, to continue and to activate your computer, and then you should be up and going. All right, thanks. You have a good day.